You know, for the ruling All Progressive Congress, APC, it's crunch time. And so after a rigorous 7-hour closed-door meeting, the Caretaker and Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee announced March 26 as the D-Day for its national convention. Nothing would change that now. Secretary of the committee, Senator John Akpan-Odoide, announced the news. So that must be gospel. Meanwhile, we can report that with 8 days to the convention, a Federal Capital Territory FCT High Court sitting in Kubwa has this Friday vacated the order of interim injunction that barred the APC from going ahead with its plans for the exercise. And so while granting APC's application, Justice Bello Kawu held that the plaintiff lacked the locus to sustain the restraining order against the National Convention.
Yes.
Again, we are talking about interpretation of the law. So the court has spoken.
Yes, the judge said the indefinite suspension of the convention cannot be sustained. And he cited the Supreme Court judgment in Agwan versus APC. I'm trying to read what was there. He said in Aguma versus APC 2021, that was 14 National Weekly Law Report, Part 1796, page 351, paragraph 406. So he said that the...
Do we remember who Agoma is?
I don't even remember. You know, the judge inciting this, I wish that we had a copy of the judgment, because I would be interested in knowing whether this matter is that similar to the Aguma. Yes, because if it's not similar, it could form the basis of another court matter. You know, the people would feel that the judge did not deliver the justice and may decide to head to another court. But I know that the INEC lawyer said that no court has the power to stop the convention of a political party. That was the argument of the INEC lawyer, because
no one individual can, through a litigation, stop what a national party has or has put down.
You know, the confusion for me is, if an individual cannot challenge a party that he belongs to, then who then can challenge the party? Because I know that if you are not part of their party, you can't bring up an action against that party. Remember the case of the people who left the Action Congress then. After the, Fashola became the candidate of the party, they left the party in annoyance and then sued the party. The court ruled that having left the party, you cannot institute a matter against
the same party.
Yes. You know, so in this case, yes, because I've read some reports saying that the judge said an individual cannot sue his party until we see exactly what the Supreme Court said in that weekly law report that the judge cited. That's when we'll know whether it's exactly this matter or just similar only to an extent. But whatever be the case, the governor of Kaduna promised that the party will have this restraining order vacated, because he described it as a hidden nuclear weapon. And now that has happened, the convention can go ahead. The party members want to see the convention go ahead. So any obstacle on the way, on the path of the convention, members of the APC will be eager to have it removed so that the convention can proceed as planned.
BC, you know, these problems are man-made, and sometimes you get the impression that Nigerians have this ugly habit of not being able to manage success. You are the ruling party. things seem to be going your way, and then you are messing it up.
Yeah, because individual interest, personal interest seem to take over national interest. So that becomes a problem. And we see that not just in the ruling party, in our political space, we see
even
that
the opposition party, the leading opposition party,
it happens there. Yes, it's because people just want their whatever they want it. They don't subject their personal interest to the interest of the national, the overall interest of the party, of the country. It's not. It's the way we still do things here. Unfortunately, too, they get away with so many crimes because of the collaboration of the judiciary sometimes and all of that. So if we can work on our judicial system, if the rule of law, if we allow the rule of law to prevail in overall interest over.
So you know, you are looking at the rule of law and the law of rule.
Yeah.
If we can distinguish
between the two and we allow the rule of law to prevail,
that's it.
Definitely a lot of things will be sorted out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because obviously in this particular case, you know that it's an individual or a group thing. And because they know that the court is available to do their bidding, they just go to the court and they obtain whatever they like. So I think also that our judiciary should have a responsibility to be more careful and suspicious of.
Basically, the experts will continue to tell us that one of the underpinning requirements for a healthy democracy is respect for rule of law.
Exactly, yeah, that's just it.
And the APC to have had as many as 208 litigations prior to a national convention was something you shuddered to think about.
Yeah, and we just suggest that they are not singing from the same hymnal. If they are singing from the same hymnal, then we shouldn't be saying this kind of things.
Oh, yeah.
Some people have desires that conflict with the overall interest of the party, and some people's egos, if not well managed, will eventually bring the party down. So there are all kinds of tendencies within the party, and some of their actions are threatening the future of the party itself.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing that the order has been vacated. At least now they can focus on the business of the convention.
Yeah.
And I think that INEC too did a good job of reminding the APC that, look, laws are meant to be obeyed. And if you fail to obey the law, then you are putting your party at risk. So sanity has been restored now. They all realize that May Malabuni, no matter what they have against him, no one is saying he's a saint. By any means, no human being is a saint. No man created.
Nobody had said yet that he was a villain. Nobody had said by the same token that he's a villain.
No,
I understand what
the point that I'm making is there's no such person
as a saint
within the political family.
Yeah.
Now, but you have to realize that the law says that he is the only one for now who can sign documents going to INEC. If any document does not have his signature passing through it and you are sending it to INEC, then it's null and void. And you can't take decisions without him being carried along. Whatever decision now that anyone takes, May Malabuni must own that decision by saying, okay, I delegated. That's the only way that in the eyes of the law that decision can be valid.
And it's a plus for the INEC because that came in the nick of time.
Yes.
Sorry, Julius, we kept Julius waiting in Ibadan. Julius, good evening. Are you there, Julius?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, sorry, we kept you. Let's go.
Yes. Baba Jide, you're welcome back. Good evening, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And madam, good evening, ma.
Good evening.
This is Olushola Julius from Ibadan.
All
right,
then.
With barely a week to the National Convention of APC, I want to believe in my spirit that the coast is clear for that convention now. Now, what is left is for them to close rank among themselves, come together, allow internal democracy to work, and any other thing that will bring trouble on the 26th, they should remove it and make sure that that election, that convention holds, so that they will prove to Nigerians that what they have been calling themselves as progressive, they will portray it. And Nigerians will now repose.
Thank you, Julius.
Again.
We got you first time. Thank you, Julius. No. And it's the wish of this hangout that APC would give us something to cheer, especially convince us that there's internal democracy within a party. It's possible.